Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go!
You ain't doing nothing today.
Hey, 88.
Undercrush.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. Opening drive fumble, and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
They'll try to run there on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Tackle made at the 3-yard line.
Interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go.
Nowhere to go. Here he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Fumble on the play.
Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket, making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
Here we go.
Now first carry for Derrick Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. He'll keep it himself. And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Set up the screen for Henry. And he will have a Vikings first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
At the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Jump out! Hey, Mike 52, 52, Mike 52.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Henry's got it out on the left side. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Jump out! Check 26. Watch the safety creep.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first two possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Hey, let's get this.
From the gun, English. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positive.
They run on first down with Henry, but the hole evaporates quickly as he'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You talking about tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out. Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
1st and 10.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Too little, cut. Hey, we got
A 1st down carry for him. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
On the carry.
And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early. On
2nd down, it's Henry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Blue 58! I'm coming after you! Hey, take 26! Coming after 319. Mike 50, Mike 50!
They'll try to go for the first with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. And now we get a timeout call on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Switch! 630!
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Let's go.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 8 yards out. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead.
For the point after.
It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
First down, Carolina.
Set! Viking 18! They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football overtime and you do it consistently usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. English. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Good coverage there by Trayvon Mullen.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Hey, check.
50's the mic. 50's the mic.
On play action, Rodgers. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
4 down. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. I'm here all day. Kill.
On second down, here's Henry. Shifts by him, fighting him off. And he Slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
6-0 our score after one.
319. Watch run. Plant.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10. At the 38, running from the gun with Henry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11.
All right, D. 5'2" is the Mike. Mike 5'2", Mike 5'2". You don't want none, baby.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and end up making the play.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
We got double up.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Hey, 88.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up. Meaning, when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you got to go out.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets gets the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Here we go. Mike 50, Mike 50.
All day, dog.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Brian Burns able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And it's third down.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge, because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
They impose their will on that last drive. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. He's tired of you.
They go jet sweep here with Williams. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
He's brought down by
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
1-yard gain.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers will scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you might have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And always a good 1st half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're in a bit of a bind, a pretty big bind, down 20-0 as they start here on their 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And a Panther 1st down.
60 Bison.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on
early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Check, 59. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. And complete to Zach Ertz. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 40. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Operating from the gun. English. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Push him back. Push him back. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Know your job.
To throw again. English into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
58. Go. 51 to Mike. 50.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
Throwing again. Rodgers. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
45-yard line.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a give right side. Barnett. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
First down, Carolina.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. English. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. English. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Throw it,
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
You don't want none. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Over.
Derrick Henry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's go.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will up the score now. It's 23-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after. That forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
Number 48,
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
60 Bison.
Off the play fake. English. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
First down, Panthers.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
To throw on 2nd down. English got an open man. It's Scantling. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 14. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
First down, Carolina.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen, that's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
To go.
They'll look to throw again. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Carlos Hyde. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2.
You can't block me.
Hawks 70, Hawks, go!
From the gun. English. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this. So Carolina keeps the ball. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Jannard Avery in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Derek Brown providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. 70 Lion.
It's our time. This is our time, guys. It's our time.
They'll run on first down. It's Barnett. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Looking to throw on second down. English to the right side, and he's got more complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
It's a gain
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Panther first down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun, English. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kevin King with a pick and a short return to the 6-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it.
Derrick Henry all alone. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy to quit. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50. Watch the pass.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, Henry. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Takes this about 5 yards deep, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. English. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, they just can't get off the ground. And that point, they wound up losing yardage.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Trayvon Mullen, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in the game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Tackle made by K1 Short.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Jim! Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd.
They'll run it again with Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a first down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
18.
Right here, right here.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike, watch Mike.
We ain't giving up nothing.
On first down, Huffman, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Huffman. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
Number 33, the ball
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
The Vikings on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Bound to lose one.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And this Viking offense is running away with this one. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Vikings 40, Panthers 6. Michael Dixon set to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you're looking to play. All this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll run on first down. Barnett, he'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, English. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And he'll give this time to the tailback. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
James Lynch on the tackle. A 4-yard pickup on the play.
On first down, English. Carolina. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
A gain of 11 on the play.
Throwing on first down. English. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. To throw on 2nd down. English uncorks one for Davis. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Corey Davis.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Operating from the gun. English. And now here is another interception. Kevin King with the pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
They'll try and choose some clock with him. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
6 figures every year, yeah, earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the one.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Blue 58.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, I'm coming. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Gotta do better. Come on.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Minnesota, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL.